everybody, my name's Helen, and today I'm here with my May book haul. So, as some of you may know, my birthday was right at the end of this month. My birthday was May 30th, and a couple of my friends and my parents got me some books, and one of my friends actually sent me a book, so I'm gonna have that unboxing right here. Hey guys, I just went and picked up my mail, and it turns out one of my friends sent me a package, and she told me that part of it is a book, so I figured I would do my first, sort of unboxing. So, this is exciting. Oh my god. She got me volume 1 of Guardians of the Galaxy. So for those of you who don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite comic book series ever from Marvel. I own 3 of the comic book editions myself, but oh my goodness, she actually got me volume 1. And it says on the back here that this is regular $44, but I know she got this at a secondhand store for $20. So this is so amazing. There's something else in the package. This is adorable. She gave me a bookmark that is from our school's cafe, and it says "for your wallpaper," and that's because one of the secondhand bookstores in the city where we go to school has a wall that is entirely decorated with bookmarks, and it looked really cool. So she got me a book, and she sent me a note. And it's in this beautiful envelope that I'm pretty sure she made herself out of these pages of books, which is really cool. And there's also just this picture of her and I. And now I'm going to move on to the books that some of my other friends got me, and then I'll move into the books that I bought with my birthday money when I got to go to the city. So the first book that I got this month as a gift is The 7% Solution, being a reprint from the reminiscences of Dr. John H. Watson as edited by Nicholas Meyer. This is obviously not one of the original Arthur Conan Doyle stories, but I adore everything to do with Sherlock Holmes. I own all of the originals. I've watched most of the adaptations, and I want to collect all of the older books. And this book is in near mint condition, and it's from 1974. And my friend Katrina got this for me because she knows how much I love Sherlock Holmes. So thank you, Katrina, because this was awesome. And then my mother and I went to the States to do some shopping, and one of the books that they had there was Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. This is the only Hannibal Lecter book that I did not own a hard copy of. I had it on my iPad. So when I saw it there, I had to get it, and it was only $4. So I'm super excited to actually finish this. I'm about halfway through it on my iPad, so I'm going to have to find the exact page in here. And then last week, my mother and I went to a city that's nearby, which is the closest city within a legitimate bookstore and a Walmart and all that kind of stuff. And she said she would buy me a couple of books as early birthday presents. So the first one she got me is And Then She Was Gone by Rosalind Noonan, and this sounds like such an interesting story. It's about an 11-year-old girl who just completely vanishes one day on her way home from school, and she reappears 6 years later. A really interesting story, and it was a new release for 40% off, as you can see, and I should probably... There we go. No more sticker. And the other book that my mother got me this month is Solace by Gail Carriger, which is book 1 in the Parasol Protectorate series. And this sounds like such an interesting story, and Gail Carriger has been getting some buzz on BookTube lately for her new series, It's Etiquette and Espionage. But this is her other series, and it sounds really interesting. It's about a girl named Alexia, and she has no soul. And in a world that's ravaged with vampires and werewolves and all these other things, being soulless helps her out. And now we're getting into the books that I bought for myself this month. And most of these are actually books that have been getting a lot of hype on BookTube for a long time, and I've been really wanting to read them and just haven't been able to find them anywhere. So when I saw them in the bookstore while I was there yesterday, I knew I had to get them. So the first book that I got is Angel Fall by Susan E. And I have just been wanting to read this so bad because nobody seems to have a bad thing to say about this book. And I know it's about like fallen angels, and I've been reading the Mortal Instruments series, and it's made me remember why I liked angel books when I was younger. And it makes me really want to find some new angel books that I'll enjoy. The next book that I have is Proxy by Alex London, and this has been getting a lot of buzz really recently because of Penguin sending out review copies to a lot of major booktubers. And this is basically in a dystopian world where rich people can hire lower class people to be punished for the things that they do. And the story takes off when his patron does something that's supposed to get him landed in jail, and Sid ends up going to jail for him. And that's kind of where this all starts off. And one thing that I know about this is that Sid, the main protagonist, is gay. And I haven't read a book where the actual main character, who you're reading from the perspective from, is gay. So that makes me really happy to hear, and I'm really excited to dive into this because the premise sounds really, really cool to me. And the next book that I got is one of the ones I'm the most excited for, if I'm being totally honest, and it is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series. This is book 1 in the Chaos Walking trilogy, and I know that it is Raylene from over in Padfoot and Prongs 07's one of her favorite trilogies ever. And basically this is about a world where everyone can hear everybody's thoughts, and the main character finds a place where it is utterly silent and he can't hear anything. So the next book that I got is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I have not read any of Armentrout's books before, but I've heard nothing but good things about like her Obsidian series, or the Lux series, sorry. And Don't Look Back is another one of her new releases that sounds really interesting. And when I saw this at the bookstore, I was so excited because this is one of the ones I've been really, really wanting to check out by her, because it's about a girl who is, half demon and half gargoyle. And finally, the last book that I got this month, if you haven't guessed it already, is this monster, City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. And this is the whole reason I made a trip to the city. I just finished reading City of Lost Souls for the first time, and I needed to know what was going to happen, and I'm so scared to read this. Like, it's not the size or anything that intimidates me, but just the 6 character deaths that we have been teased about. I am so scared, and if there's one character where if he dies and he doesn't die from like old age, then I'm not going to end up finishing this book, because he's basically the entire reason I read it. And please do not spoil me. I'm going to try so hard to read this soon so that I can't be spoiled at all, but I managed not to be spoiled for City of Lost Souls, and I didn't read it until literally last month. So just please do not spoil me for this. If you have read it, feel free to let me know your thoughts on it and whether you thought it was a good conclusion to the series, and if you thought that the story ended up wrapping up the way you wanted it to, or all these kinds of things. But just do not spoil the plot for me at all, because I am really excited to go into this. So that's it. That is my book haul for May, and unless I manage to make another trip to the city, that will probably be my last book haul for a while. I might be able to talk my parents into letting me make like 1 or 2 Amazon orders, but none of my book hauls will probably be more than 2 or 3 books until September, and then I'll be near a bookstore again, so I'll be able to buy again. But yeah, that's it. That is my book haul. Have you read any of these books before? Let me know your thoughts and things on them down below, but remember to keep them spoiler-free. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye!